Welcome to another Mailbag. This is the series where I answer your questions that you ask me in the community tab. I have a post there where you can ask questions, and I will leave a pinned comment in this video so you can go to that thread and ask your questions there, and I answer them in a bonus video that I'm putting out every other week. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, and I make videos about sewing and styling a handmade wardrobe. So this week's questions are around styling. I decided to group them together because they were very similar. The first one is from Nicole. She asks, where do you get your style inspiration? So the first place that I get inspiration is from other people, from people I see in the real world or on Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about fashion, and I'm often inspired by the ideas that I see there because I'll see an outfit in a video and think I could recreate that with my own wardrobe. And I use the app Index as a wardrobe organizing tool. So I have most of my clothes uploaded to Index, and so if I see an outfit that I really like on Instagram or wherever, I can quickly make an outfit using Index and save it so that I have a nice library of outfits that I can go back to later in case I need inspiration. I will link some of my favorite style bloggers in the description box below, but style is so personal to everyone, and so I'm sure the people that I follow aren't necessarily going to be the people that you like. I encourage you to follow people that you really like their style, even if they don't look like you or their style is different from yours, but if you can draw inspiration from them, sometimes it's just something subtle that you'll see that can give you an idea to make an outfit with your own clothes, and I do that really frequently myself. My other major source of inspiration is actually just my own wardrobe. I will often do an exercise where I'll pull out a piece that I haven't worn in a while, or maybe I'm struggling to style it, and I'll just play. I'll try different things on, I will try to put outfits together, and not everything works. Like, I've definitely had outfits where I'll wear it and think, I really don't like this combination. But I actually think that receiving negative information can be just as valuable as the positive, because when you understand why you don't like something, then you can avoid it in the future. And just like in my planner, when I feel like maybe the spread that day was not as pretty as I would have liked, the next day you always turn to a new page and you can start fresh. And that's how I feel about my outfits too. If I didn't have the best outfit today, I can always start over fresh tomorrow. So the second question is from Jennifer, and she asks, what's your process when you try to style a garment a new way? I know very little about styling outfits actually, and maybe I'm doing it without knowing it, but I'd love to know what you think about when you don't want to stay bored with a garment. So the first thing goes back to the last question, look for inspiration from Pinterest or other sources, but there's also a few other things that I do. So one of them is I like to make outfit formulas. If you're not familiar with the concept of outfit formulas, it's just a basic recipe that you can repeat over and over again. Like, a very simple one would be a t-shirt and jeans. And you can easily swap out different t-shirts and different jeans and come up with tons of different outfits, but you're using the same formula over and over again. I will often use the outfit formula concept when I'm feeling stuck. I'll just go back to something that I can rely on, that I know looks good on me. And so if there's a particular kind of silhouette that just really suits you, or it's your style, it's really good to just repeat that over and over again. So one of my go-to outfit formulas is wearing something cropped up top with wide leg pants. I just really like the way that that looks, and I feel very comfortable in it. So I will repeat that formula over and over again. But there's tons of different variations you can make within that formula. So when I talk about something cropped, I can either wear like a cropped shirt, or I can wear a normal shirt and tuck it into high-waisted pants, or I can wear a tucked in shirt with like a cropped jacket or a cropped cardigan over top. There's lots of different ways that you can do the cropped look. And then for the bottoms, obviously there's different styles of wide leg pants that you can utilize. I could do wide leg jeans or wide leg trousers. They can be stiffer or they can be more flowy. So I think you can see how you can get tons of different outfits from just this one outfit formula. And I often have a few different go-to outfit formulas. So there can be infinite combinations when you have just a few silhouettes that you like to repeat over and over again. So I think that the outfit formula concept is incredibly useful whenever you're feeling stuck. The other thing you can do to spice up your outfits is to introduce some contrast. So contrast can mean different things. It can mean pairing something masculine with something feminine, or you can pair contrasting styles like boho and sporty together, or you can contrast different fabric types, something very structured with something very flowy. Or you could also have the absence of contrast. You could go with something monochromatic. It's just a way for you to add more interest to your outfit and mix it up. If you feel like you're stuck wearing the same thing over and over again, try to introduce contrast in some way. The next thing I do to keep myself challenged and trying out different things is to do wardrobe challenges. I have talked about this a little bit more in another video, so I will link that up in the cards and in the description box so that you can find it easily. But there are so many different ways that you can challenge yourself, and there's always some kind of community challenge going on, often over on Instagram. So if you can't come up with your own ideas, it's always good to check there to see what kinds of wardrobe challenges that people are doing. May is obviously coming up, and so that's a big one for the sewing community. But there are other things that go on as well. So I have tried lots of wardrobe challenges in videos in the past. Like I've done capsule wardrobe challenges. I just finished up a month in March where I wore jeans every single day for the entire month. And I am actually going to be doing something a little bit different for Me Made May this year. So I'm going to try to put out another video about that this week. But definitely, if you're feeling a bit stuck in a rut and you can't figure out how to style the pieces that you already own, try to do some kind of wardrobe challenge. See if you can take one piece and style it in 3 different outfits. And maybe you won't like every single one of them, but like I said, at least you'll have that information that you can take into the future. So really the main thing that I'm talking about through all of this is just be open to trying new things. I know that it can be so easy to just do what's simple, do what you're used to, do what you're comfortable with. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do that a lot myself. But when I want to push the edges of my style, when I want to really figure out what I like and what I feel is creative and what is expressive of my personality, I think that doing these different things can help keep you interested in your wardrobe. And it can also help inform you of what sorts of things that you want to make in the future. So I hope that this has been helpful, and thank you to everyone who asked me a question. If you want to leave your own mailbag question, don't forget I'm going to leave the link in a pinned comment to this video. If you could take just a moment to hit the like button, I would really appreciate it because it helps more people find my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.